Hey everybody, what's going on? This is SacredGuard and welcome back to SHRIFT. Now, before we get started and before I introduce my guest, let's do a quick recap. So, what happened at the end of the last video, or was supposed to happen at the end of the last video, I managed to be able to endure all of Daji's forms, as frustrating as that was, and I was about to fire off the linear cannon. But just before I did, the familiar that had been traveling with me the entire time stopped me and was attempting to try to reason with Daji. As the dialogue went on, it come to find out that the familiar was summoned by Daji herself, but she was also formed from Daji's magic and Yuma's memories. So in a sense, Yuma's been following me around the entire time. I spared Daji as much as she annoyed me, and I'll be perfectly honest, like she's probably like one of the, like, in terms of how she's she's probably one of the worst demons that I fought thus far. There's probably like worse ones like Hecate, but she's one of the worst I've met thus far. But I spared her, and she's let Yuma's soul free, sort of. I can have like some sort of deal going on. Yuma can be able to walk around freely and spend time with me as he would any other time, but he currently serves as Daji's retainer, her vassal. So if she needs him to do whatever, be it like fucking, I don't know, she needs to be bathed or fed or get some new clothes, or she needs help with that, he has to do it. It's his job now. In exchange, he can live life as a human again. So there's that. We're here now, and we end up talking with Reina and come find out that if I end up giving my magic back to her, my room where all the demon girls are, everybody that I've spoken to, it's going to be gone. I'll never be able to see them again. Like, it basically means that if you really want to, if you are going to go through with this, just to make sure that everything will be okay, make sure you do it without any regrets. So that honestly has me upset. If it gives me the choice of being able to not to, I'm not going to give it back. I'll just deal with the consequences and go from there, because I really don't want to part with any of these girls. As weird as some of them may look, they're still good. They're still good demons. But I've been rambling on long enough. Let's go ahead and get this started. Introduce yourself, bud.
Hello, everyone. This is Lightning Rajan, and, okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I can't really introduce yourself any better than you just did. But, yeah, I bet you guys are surprised to see me again so soon, huh? I mean, it's only been, like, what, two videos ago?
It's been about 2 videos, yeah. So, Rajan wanted to join in on me on what could possibly be, like, the last episode of, like, the main campaign for SHRIFT. After that is New Game Plus, and everybody keeps talking about these EX chapters. And I'm kind of looking forward to them, kind of not, so...
Yeah, about that, I need to ask something first. Did you, this is the latest translated version of SHRIFT that you downloaded before you started, right?
Let me go back to the title screen and we'll see.
I didn't mean to... Mind.
Well, I can't pull it up in the folder. It won't show me. It's all in Japanese. This is version 8.06. So
I don't remember completely, but I think that sounds about right.
Okay.
I just needed to be sure of something. Okay, so I just head right back in. Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it. So we're gonna go in and basically have the last word with the girls before the inevitable happens.
Let me just tell you something, man. Let me just say something, man. I'm glad that you never went on a killing spree throughout all this.
Well, I had no... I mean, in any other circumstance, like if I'm playing any games where I fight demons like Devil May Cry and whatnot, I would end up killing without hesitation. But in this case, where the demons actually have personalities, thoughts, speech, feelings, and everything, I can't really bring myself to. Especially if this is going along the same lines like Undertale, I really can't bring myself to.
Yeah, and believe me, you made the right, and believe me when I say you made the right choice on that, man.
Bar guest?
I mean...
And everyone else too? You really came. I thought you might leave without even saying a proper goodbye. Oh, come on, there's no way he'd do that. We're such good friends, after all. I knew he'd come sooner or later. That's right. None of us would have gathered like this if we thought he'd never turn up. Everyone wants the chance to have a proper goodbye with him. So, you all know already. It's you, after all. While we're inside here, we can pretty much tell by the way your mind changes. Goodbyes are sad, but I don't regret anything. I'll always be by your side, even if you can't see me. If you've prepared yourself for this, then we'll see it through with you until the end, no matter what destination lies ahead. I wanted to play some more. I haven't held you nearly enough yet. The amount of times I've had to like bond with some of y'all just to be able to raise your affection, I'm pretty sure you guys have helped me enough.
Yeah, you went. Yeah, I mean, now take it as someone who's played this game too. You really had to go through quite a festival, so to speak.
Yeah, I did.
And believe me, man, I've seen everything you have. So,
oh, man.
like literally everything you have up to this point.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, let me say a little quick bit here. About what he said about accidentally skipping through the gameplay about after beating Dodgy. Just, if you guys want to know what happened, just well, there are a couple of other people who've done Let's Plays on SHRIFT. Just go look those up and you'll see what happens. Either that or this guy here can just, I don't know, whatever he feels like it, just try to play the game again and try to re-record that part and just make it a cutaway or something. I mean, he's done that many times here before, you know.
I think one of the people that is also covering SHRIFT goes by the name of like Monster Girl Lover or something along those lines.
Actually, yes. How'd you know?
I recently ended up seeing one of his videos and come to find out that I can have the choice of being able to marry one of the demons before I found out the engagement ring was an item. So I'll actually link his channel down in the description so you guys can be able to see what he's done. He's covered, as far as I know, more of SHRIFT than I have, but that's because I'm still getting up to that point.
Not just SHRIFT. He's covered like all the game. He's covered so many Monster Girl games to count. I've been following him for a while. He's even covered all the games from the characters of the collab. The Paradox collab, I mean, including SHRIFT.
I'm probably not going to cover. If I have the opportunity, I can attempt to try to cover some of them, but don't get your hopes up, guys. I'm very picky about the stuff I play.
And wait, I think I was gonna say something else. Oh right. So despite you did fix that mistake with the engagement ring, didn't you?
No, I did not. I can't go back and get it back. Wait, you actually sold that thing? I apparently long since sold that stinking ring, and I cannot go and get it back.
Oh my god. Freaking god, dude, you really screwed yourself on that.
Well, hold on, now New Game Plus is a thing, so maybe I can get it back that way. You guys told me that I can be able to go through, like, just breeze right through it, so I can probably go get the ring and then marry the girl I want to choose. I'm not going to say who I'm going to choose. You guys will find out when the video comes.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I never done that myself, considering I actually did it my first go-around, but, well, it's worth a shot, I suppose.
Same here. I had a lot of fun. It's kind of lonely to think we'll never ever play again from now on. Sacred, I'll never forget you. You accepted me for more than my mermaid form. No comment.
I mean, it depends.
I don't like this. Aside from not getting to gobble you up enough, we didn't even have enough time to spend together. If only we'd met earlier. If we met earlier, I think I would have died a lot sooner.
Yeah, you would not have been a match for her then as you did at the time.
Vargas seems confused.
That was Camazotz, actually.
Yeah, Camazotz is silent, like Vargas is looking around confused. Don't give me that why do you all seem so down look, little doggy. You're never going to be able to meet him again either. Oh, that's right. Did you?
She's yeah, you know how dogs are with and how much they'll miss their humans.
Did you only just realize that? She can't help it. She's only a dumb dog. Damn!
Stupid dog.
Oh yeah, didn't Hecate like create these two with like limited intelligence?
Yeah, she did.
Mm.
Merely for her amusement. It was on purpose.
All the demons gathered here have come to love you. There's no way they wouldn't be sad upon finding out they'd never be able to meet or talk to you again. But you know, it'd be even sadder for us if we made you go down a path you didn't want. So everyone's here to send you off with a smile. Thank you, everyone. To be honest, I'm really hesitating to return this magic. You're all irreplaceable. But this whole thing is bigger than me. If something happened to me, you'd all disappear. I understand that now. Don't forget, your strength doesn't just come from your magic. That's what attracted us to you. We'll watch over you with or without my room, to make sure your soul is always at rest. That's right. That's a hell of a lot better than you going crazy and turning into a monster, so it's okay if you fail to deliver in a big way. Glad to see you have so much faith in him. Yeah.
You see that? You see, this is why Sphinx is so lovable.
She's kind of dumb, though, but understandable.
And that's another reason why she's so lovable.
Well, time barely moves in this space, so why not make some final memories with each of us? We'll be back in our room, Sacred. Try not to leave with any regrets.
There's not, I'm not quite sure about this or not, but there's not really a point. But I think that's just the game's way of, reminding you of, and well,
to be able to bond with them all.
You still had the yeah.
Right.
If you had if you had the engagement ring, you would have asked to marry one of them too.
Right.
The game was just that was pretty much the game's way of telling you that this is basically the last chance you'll have to, get them all up to 100 and ask one of them to marry you, though that's optional. Just, I'm not really nothing stopping you, but
well, I'm pretty sure I've already bonded with everybody, like literally I've slept with every single demon that I've freaking pacified, so I think I'm good.
I still find it strange because I still find it does still kind of, every now and then I'm reminded that you technically sleep with them in your head. I mean, does that actually even count as sleeping with them, or doesn't it?
It'd just be counted as like a fucking wet dream or something, I guess. I don't know.
Something like that. I mean, you got some, I guess.
That is a pink bed.
Don't use that bed.
That is a pink bed. I want nothing to do with that.
Yeah, you do not want to use that bed again. Trust me. You've used that thing too many times already, man.
Throughout the series, I hadn't even noticed. I think there was one in Mukuro's place, and I didn't even realize it was a pink bed until the familiar tried to warn me. But nothing happened. That's too far. Those aren't the right coordinates. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was no point for that. Hold up, you're at full health right now, aren't you? Yeah, you should probably. Like, do you have any spare money you have left to buy any more provisions from that machine?
I've got like 1,000 left, so I think I can probably grab something. I hung out with Camazotz for a while, so I think I can sell a few gems, but I want to hold on to these in case I might need them for something else.
You probably might. Only 1,000, geez, that is not a lot.
Wait.
Well, you're at full health now, so I think you're pretty... maybe you should drink a tea just in case?
Oh, yeah, good point. Why, am I actually...
Yeah,
you think I'm gonna have to fight?
Well, you're about to reach the clock.
Actually, no, you're right. I probably am going to have to fight because I remember some time ago, like a few videos back, that woman who works for MOW is going to be is trying to get to the site, so I'm probably going to have to fight her. Go to roofs. Okay.
I can't exactly say anything about what's about to happen, but at this point you're better off seeing what you're see. Ah!
Take your time. Are you properly equipped? Keep in mind that you won't be able to use magic after you've returned it. You won't be able to rely on your spells from here on. The linear cannon was a one-shot gun, so make sure you equip another weapon. Already got that covered.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah. So as I was trying to say, wait, what was I saying? Wait. Oh, great. I think I lost my train of thought.
Well, don't worry about it. And thank you, Mr. Sheep, for the heads up. So, only one way to go now.
Oh, wait, now I remember. I was going to say you're better off seeing what happens from here on for yourself.
Final chapter, Salvation. Reyna. Oh. Oh, it's just like the memory when he was little.
Yep. To think she's technically known him since he was small.
It's dangerous leaning over the railing like that, and you'll get a chill from the night wind. It's almost dawn, so I was looking to see if I could catch the sunrise. Reyna, I'm ready for this. Please start. Is this really okay, Sacred? Yeah, I've already spoken to everybody. I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't miss them, but I promised I wouldn't regret this. You've gotten stronger, Sacred. Well then, let's begin. And there it goes. Damn. They got no comment about it. Nope. Snooping on a couple's secrets isn't a very admirable hobby, Yuma. Daji. No, I wasn't. This is just... I was joking. You're concerned because two people with grim expressions are doing something shady on a roof, right? Don't worry, those two wouldn't have such weak thoughts. They've got their eyes on the future now. What are those two doing just now? But what were those two doing just now? I can't read. It seems kind of like Reyna's having magic transferred to her. It's the angelic magic inside of Sacred. It's being transferred back to its original owner, Reyna, before it runs out of control and destroys the world. Doing that isn't without risk to Sacred, but it's for the best if we plan on living together in this world. So then Sacred's magic will... That's right. Anything not stuck on his soul will be pulled right out. Both his physical abilities and magic potential will go back to the way they were. Be back to a normal human. Oh, so it'll be as if I never had any, like, SP and whatnot.
Yep. Yeah, you'll basically be, in a way, you'll basically be as you were, like, back when you first started.
Okay.
And you know what? You know another thing? It amazes me that despite everything that's happened, those two can carry on a conversation like it's normal.
True. This is true. What's wrong, Daji? I have a sudden sense of foreboding. Trouble's on its way. It's almost time for you to start work as my retainer, Yuma.
When it comes to scenes like this, something always seems to happen.
It's done. Are you okay, Sacred? How are you feeling? I'm a little dizzy. My mind's kind of hazy. It's the reaction from losing your magic. It feels like coming back down to Earth after floating in space. It may take some time, but it will go away on its own. Let's go back to the break room, Sacred. Here, I'll lend you my shoulder.
So the side effects of... Oh, never mind.
Somebody shot! It wasn't me!
So the side effects of magic transfer is just a little headache.
It seems like it.
But anyway, yeah. Shots fired.
Reyna? Who the fuck? Oh, it's the lady! I knew she'd be... I see her some point. Good work, you two. You've done well to get this far. This will be the final data point for both of you. The Messiah Project is finally ready. What the hell is she talking about? How is it ready? I got rid of my magic. What are you talking about? Your plans are finished. I'm back to being just a human. Your candidates now have now all failed. This is pointless.
Hold up a sec, dude. So I just want to see something really quick. So, a little fun fact. Some videos ago, Sacred here has actually been noticed by the very creator of SHRIFT. Tell him about it.
Oh, right. So they pinpointed the particular moment where how surprised I was in regards to like finding out that I'm E00, the prototype for the Messiah project. I couldn't really fully understand like what they said. The translation program in the browser is like kind of finicky, but he was just like, they were just surprised to see how shocked I was.
Yeah, and apparently the creator of SHRIFT himself, I forgot his name. I kind of forgot his name on Twitter. Japanese names are hard to say sometimes. He actually caught that very moment and tweeted it on his Twitter. I mean, it was Sacred's video of all people. You should feel honored, man. I mean, you got noticed.
I do. I mean, I have like made comments about the creator, like addressing the creator in a few videos. So.
Yeah, and so the reason I'm bringing him up now is because, well, chances are. Well, he might, depending on how this is gonna go right now, he might quote you again.
Why do you say that?
Say it for yourself.
Failed. You've got it all wrong, Sacred-kun. My candidate hasn't failed at all. She's doing the Hazama smile again. What does that mean? Oh, that's right. Reina-kun, there's something I forgot to explain to you before. I suppose I was too caught up in telling you my plans and it slipped my mind. It's about the lead candidate E000. About you, Reina-kun. Wait, what? I thought I was E000. It's true that in the early days of the Messiah project, Sacred was the prime candidate to be E000. But at least that's what I had planned to report to the Archbishop. But on the day of the accident, I saw you by Sacred's side as a human, and so I changed the plan. The magic we had prepared wasn't of particularly high quality. From the beginning, I considered it a waste to use it on such a special vessel like Sacred-kun. So I came up with the plan to make your angelic magic run out of control. That would be the perfect power for the Savior. But there was a problem. You were fully aware of the dangers of that magic. Even in the crisis, there was little chance of you releasing your power. Additionally, Sacred-kun's natural capacity to store the magic was too great to force it to go out of control. It was troubling. Even if Sacred were to kill every single demon he met, it would take decades for the magic to run wild in that vessel of his. And that's when I realized, if you knew the danger of your magic aside Sacred-kun, you'd surely try to take it back from him. Don't tell me. This was your plan from the very beginning? So the entire time was to give me the magic, have her find out that I have it, and then go out of her way to try to get it back so she could get exactly what she wanted. But...
Yeah, dude, you got played.
Oh, God.
You got played, dude. You were in the palm of this woman's hand from the very start. Both you and Reina.
Oh, my God.
You got played, both of you got played like you were on a chessboard. And believe me, I was surprised to find out about this revelation too. I was all like, in the actual hell!
I honestly was not expecting this whatsoever, so I was never the prototype. I was just a, not even a puppet, but I was just like a decoy. Uh-oh.
Yep, pretty much. It was all misdirection.
Reina! You bitch! What did you do to Reina? What did you shoot her with? Nothing major. I just gave her a little nudge to help things along. We've made a lot of adjustments since that day to get to this point, to make this work of art. I hope you're pleased with it.
Yeah, that was no ordinary bullet.
You have my gratitude, Sacred-kun. If you hadn't cooperated in amplifying her magic, the plan would have ended in complete failure, just like you said before. Rejoice, you won't be the one to end this world. It will be her, just as planned. She will bring forth the end of the world. Oh, okay, apparently you can jump high. This is where the destruction of the world will begin. Reina-kun will become our savior. She will wipe clean this ugly, chaotic world so it can begin anew. That is the Messiah project. Oh, Lord.
Yep.
Oh, no.
You better brace yourself, man.
Don't tell me I gotta fight her. So that's what her plan was. But still, I'm glad that you're safe. Pull yourself together, Reina. Come back over here. Oh, it's playing the sad music. It's okay, Sacred. I wasn't planning on living much longer anyway. I wanted to atone someday for my sin that's gotten you caught up in so much danger, and for that foolishness to think I could be forgiven. My magic will start going out of control. When that happens, I'll lose my sense of self and begin destroying everything. I won't be me anymore. When that happens, I want you to end me. No! Bruh, like, from the beginning, thinking that she was gonna kill me, meet up with Yuma again. Yuma kills his girl. Now I gotta kill mine? Bruh.
Well,
Bruh. Oh, God. Why?
I do believe this was the reason for that recording on that tape. She was really hoping things wouldn't get to this point.
Fucking hell. There's no way I could...
In other words...
Go ahead.
She just wanted to keep him safe is all.
Damn. There's no way I could do something like that. I couldn't kill you. You don't have to atone for your sins or whatever. All you have to do is stay with me forever. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. The world will be destroyed if we miss this chance. You need to prepare yourself, Sacred. I've already resolved myself. Reina! Oh, God. Oh,
And this, I believe, was...
Oh, shit! What's with these guys? I've never seen these demons before. So it's begun.
And it won't be the last time either.
The end of the world. These are hyenas attracted by the smell of ruination. They're low-grade demons often referred to in books as beasts. Nothing she can't handle, apparently. Come now, Yuma. Time for you to make yourself useful as my retainer. If we let our focus slip even a little, they'll start attacking Sacred. Sacred! Oh, no. What's happening? Reina! What's happening? Oh. What? Oh! Shit! I am Samael, the malice of God, Death's apostle.
Apostle.
Shut up! Heed my call, O other half of mine. Let us become one and end this world. Oh, she got a cross in her hand and everything. Samael slowly approaches Sacred. Be careful, Sacred. She's after the magic that's still stuck to your soul. It'll be curtains if you get sucked inside her. She'll become complete if she manages to get the magic in your soul. The world will be doomed if that happens. But there's no way I could hurt Reina. Get it together, Sacred. In this state, she's not even aware of herself, let alone you. To start, let's remove her magic using demon rounds. There's the possibility she'll force you to submit with psychological attacks. Watch out for status effects in your lust. Can I really do it as I am? I'm just an ordinary human now. No, I have no choice. I can't lose here. Alright, can we just talk about this music for a second? Cause,
yeah,
damn!
You probably never thought to hear music like this in a game like this with the quality it has, huh?
No, I mean Monster Girl Quest had some similar stuff, but this is still good, very good.
Art, CG quality aside, this has been a good game from start to finish.
It has, as much as I've been getting upset, it is still good quality. Oh my goodness.
But anyway, yeah, you're up against an Archangel, so gonna wish. And I believe this is exactly what Reina meant from the tape. This is the point where apparently she kills you.
Shit. So I gotta sit here basically fight like fucking God of Death.
Even though she doesn't want to. But then again, it's up to you.
Crossing Samael's head is shining. It feels like something's about to happen.
Yeah, I believe you know what to do at that point.
I think I do.
Listen, you probably already figured this out, but this is not going to be an easy fight. Whoa! Almost got her already! Yeah, but it ain't over yet.
God of dead malice of God, my ass! Man, fuck you!
I guess that's the importance of grinding, because when I played this game the first time, I kind of just went straight through without even, thinking.
God, if that's supposed to be like the extent of Reyna's magic power, then the power of humanity is so much stronger. Reyna! Staggered.
But it ain't over yet.
Staggered, Reyna's upper half appeared from out of Samael's body. Oh, what? Is this like how they did in, anybody who's played, like, Final Fantasy VIII knows the whole thing with, Adele and Rinoa, where Adele has Rinoa junction to her body so she can take the sorceress magic inside of her, but she's, like, stuck on the outside of the body, like, part of her flesh is inside, and if you accidentally kill her, the game automatically ends.
I unfortunately did not know that because I never played Final Fantasy VIII.
You should try get an emulator or something. It's actually really good.
I have a PS3. I can just download it. I can just download it with that.
Now, Sacred, shoot me. I'm part of the main body, so if I die, Samael's magic will disappear along with me. Quickly, while there's still time. I already told you, I can't do that. Reach out to me just a little more. Grab my hand. The distance between these two must be a lot shorter than we're seeing here. I'm sorry, Sacred. The truth is, ever since I saved you, I never had the right to be touched by you. Samael is the result of my magic running loose. It's the form I was originally supposed to take. Oh, so it's the real her then. Well, if she actually went out of control before.
Just so you know that last statement can be taken way out of context.
What, like the distance between them, or are you talking about saying that she never had the right to be touched by him?
They never had the right to be touched by him.
If I'm going to be perfectly honest, I'm of the mind that these two have never banged. So literally every single one of like his actual first time and whatnot, it was with the fucking bar guest. So this man lost his virginity to a dog. Just so we're clear.
You had him bang everybody.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the very first instance. The very first instance in the game. The first demon that attacked him was the bar guest.
Yeah, but to be fair, all that technically happened in his head, so I'm not even sure if that even counts.
Oh, not even when it was in my head. I'm talking about when they attacked him in real time, when he was trying to communicate with Yuma.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so this man lost his V-card to a damn dog. Yeah.
A dog with a human face, but
this is this is my fate.
Who even cares anymore? This is a Monster Girl hentai game.
This is my fate, to be trapped in here, ending lives. It's what I deserve for getting you involved. Reyna, you saved my life when I was a kid. You saved me from being a sacrifice in that ritual. If you're saying you won't go on because you can't forgive yourself, then this time I'll be the one to rescue you. You don't have to repent or whatever anymore. You don't have to offer up your life as atonement. Stay with me, Reyna. Thank you, Sacred, for letting me hear those words. But Samael's power is already too strong. I'm sorry. Oh, she got sucked back in. Reyna's been assimilated to Samael again. And blasted me. Sacred! The impact knocked Sacred's weapon into the sea. His weapon has been unequipped. God damn it. I needed that.
Samael, I needed that!
Isn't there anything I can do? I can't use magic. I can't move my body freely, the way I am now. Goodbyes are sad, but I don't regret anything. I'll always be by your side, even if you can't see me. All the demons gathered here come to love you. There's no way they'd be sad upon finding... It wouldn't be sad if they finding out they'd never be able to meet or talk to you again. I can't talk. But you know...
Dude, slow down.
But it's the dialogue that we've already seen. It'd be even sadder for us if we made you go down a path you didn't want. So everyone's here to send you off with a smile. Don't forget, your strength doesn't just come from your magic. That's what attracted us to you. We'll watch over you with or without in my room, to make sure your soul is always at rest. Sacred, try not to leave with any regrets. That's right. I decided not to have any regrets. Whatever the outcome, I'll try to stop you. Oh, what? Come back, Sacred. It's impossible. Stop, Sacred. You'll fall into the sea. What the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? What?
He actually jumped up there.
Oh, shit.
Unfortunately, though.
I swear to...
He just willingly gave himself up.
Shh. What the hell's happening on the outside then? Wake up, Sacred. Reina? What, are you still asleep? Jeez. Wait, didn't this happen at the beginning of the game? Wake up, Sacred. Yeah! Oh, why do you always wake me up that way? You're awake.
Yeah, but something
thank goodness
different this time.
Yeah, it almost looks like the memory, like with the memory machine that the professor has. This is the first time I've been in this situation, so I was worried that I wouldn't be able to wake you up. That was such a stupid thing to do. What would have you done? What would you have done if you'd fallen into the ocean? Where are we? We're inside Samael, in a corner of my memories. You tried to save me from Samael, but ended up getting yourself pulled inside here. Pulled into Samael? Am I dead? No, you're not dead yet. Though you've been pulled in here, I'm holding Samael back. However, on top of not being able to freely use my magic, it's taking everything I have to suppress her, so I don't have long here. So, this really is your last chance. Handgun? What? Huh? Oh! Reina? You told me you forgave me. Those words were more than enough for me. I was worried. I killed your parents, and I tried to lessen my feelings of guilt by getting close to you and acting like your lover. I wondered what you'd think of me if you knew the truth. Reina, please let go of my hand. I won't shoot. There's no way. Yes, that's right. You won't shoot me. You're too kind, after all. But the thing is, Samael's magic is disrupting my consciousness, stopping me from pulling the trigger myself. So I'm asking you. I don't want to destroy the world you and I live in. I'm begging you. The intervener. Oh, she's talking to me! Oh, shit!
Yeah, this is a fourth wall breaking moment.
You're not under Samael's influence, so you're the only one I can ask. End my life.
This is what I meant before. This is what I meant before when I said the game literally pulls you into its story.
Woo!
Okay. Listen, Vaughn. I can't at this point, I'm afraid I can't help you with this. This is completely your choice.
How is this no, bro! I don't want to get rid of either of them! Shoot, Reina, sacrifice my... Bruh!
Look, dude, all I can really say is... do what you think is right.
Ain't there like there's no like third option, like a secret third option?
There is not. You have to pick, dude.
Fuck!
I can't tell you which one. I'm sorry, but this is all on you. I'm staying quiet as of now.
Bruh. Fuck. God, like, even though it was mostly like Daji that was in control, like I'm starting to understand the situation that Yuma was probably in. Shit. I hate it when I get these kinds of choices. Like, there's like, I'm supposed to be on the mercy route. There's like no fucking spare option like with Asgore. Fuck. Not Asgore. Fucking Flowey. Flowey was the very last one I could spare. Fuck. God damn it. Thank you, Sacred. Goodbye. Damn. Sacred, are you okay? No, I'm not. Yuma. I messed up. I shot her. I know. It's okay. It's over now. I'm glad you're okay. And thus, the curtain finally closed on this, the final act of my escape. Fucking... I stopped the Messiah Project, but at what cost? Hello? Oh, Sacred, did I wake you? Professor Yui. I managed to perform the adjustments on that thing. Hurry up and come pick it up. Also, I have some new inventions I want to show you. I'm super positive you'll find them useful. I'll be waiting. What, am I dating Professor Yui now? Actually, now that I think about it, why was there never... there's no scenes with Professor Yui. Honest to God, I'd probably be banging her. Like, real shit. I know this is, like, supposed to be an emotional moment for all of us, but fuck, man. I'm trying to keep this lighthearted. Okay. I don't have any plans today, so I'll be over there soon. It's been half a year now. It's been half a year. I'm doing mercenary work as a so-called demon specialist. It's a job with various names, exorcist, demon hunter, and so on, but the work is exactly the same as back then. After all, while you can resolve the issue by fighting them, there are plenty of demons you can persuade just by talking with them and getting on their good side. However, my room doesn't exist anymore. No new one comes, and I can't be with the girls in there either. Yeah, I like it. The weight is gone. It's like how it was before. Excuse me. It wasn't easy. With just these parts, I managed to set the magic output to the specifications it had before, while maintaining the same form factor as your old blade. Oh! Plus, I added a function to absorb and accumulate the magic of anything it cuts down. I'll pay you good money for any excess magic you end up with, so don't forget to bring me some. As always, thank you, Professor. Now that I've lost both my magic and my resistance to it, I'm pretty reliant on your inventions. Fighting will be a lot easier with this new sword. Feels kind of weird hearing you say that. You didn't seem to like me much back in the city. Oh, that's right. Remember how I told you over the phone that I had a new invention? Have a look at this. What the hell is that supposed to be? Is it like armor? What is that thing? Can't you tell by looking? It's a powered suit for fighting demons. I call it Delta Weapon Beta. It's still in its prototype phase, but it's finally at a level where it can be used as a practical weapon. I mean, it still looks a little rough around the edges, but I plan for it to someday become as light as the clothes you're wearing now. I'll give you a special price just for you. You can just loan it out for me. I'll even do all the maintenance work on it. How about it? I don't know if something that massive will fit through my front door. Not to mention how much it'd stand out. It might even fall through the floor. Just keep it outside. Don't you have like a garage or something? Anyway, shouldn't you be selling these kinds of heavy weapons to the military instead? I told you before, Sacred, I was exiled. Also, the military's developments in anti-demon weaponry have been outshining my inventions lately. Those developments have probably been influenced by MOW trying to prolong the war. I heard from Yuma that those new weapons have given humanity an advantage in the war, but we're still not much closer to actually winning. Be careful out there, Sacred. You've turned into quite a thorn in their side. I'll do my best to help you like this if it's something to do with demons, so please don't do anything crazy. I know. I don't intend to waste the life Raina gave me. Well, I'll visit again sometime. Once I've saved up a bit of money, that is. That's right. My soul doesn't just belong to me. It belongs to Raina, who put her life on the line to save mine, and the girls who are always together with me. No matter who or what I face, I won't lose. Is that it? Yeah, that's it! Mercy NB. Wow. I don't know what to say. Honestly, I didn't think that I'd even get to the end in the first place, but that can't be the end of it. Okay, I can skip. But damn. There's no, I can't end it like this. It can't be like this. There's gotta be something I can do. Demons in my room, 1414, Sys used 2, final M level, I don't know what that means, 1, ending achieved, number 3, always together, never seen. Oh, hold up! Shit! Hang on, guys, real quick. In me like trying to skip past the credits and whatnot, I didn't even realize something. There's something that showed up in my folder for SHRIFT. Hang on.
Yeah. So apparently, somehow this game has a function that actually somehow.
Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna pull this on screen for everybody to see. The thing itself. Okay, but everybody else can at least be able to see this. Look at this. It's subject to the intervener. Is this getting through? I'm using this device Professor Yui invented to send a message directly to the intervener. Honestly, I'm a little skeptical that it'll work, and if it isn't going anywhere, then I'm just going to be making a grand monologue to myself. You know my name, right? You were the one who gave it to me through Meira-san. You were also the one who got me out of that city. I really can't thank you enough. I have no intention of blaming you for what happened. It's what Raina wanted after all. She was right. I couldn't pull the trigger no matter how much she asked. If you'd been just a little slower to make that decision, Raina and I would have been pulled completely into Samael. Raina's determination would have been wasted. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't have any regrets. Obviously, I intended to act in such a way as to not have any regrets. But if there'd only been a way to save her. There's one thing I'd like to ask you. If you have enough courage to rewind the world and watch a different ending from the one we got, I want you to save her. The me of this world can't see that happy ending. But if you could just find the possibility for me, that'd be a huge weight off my shoulders. Unfortunately, I can't be of any help to you. But don't worry. The power of the bonds you've made with the girls in my room will definitely be of use to you. Well, I think it's about time to say our goodbyes. Take care of the me in the next world, okay? Oh, shit. Oh, so there is something I can do.
Yes, there is, and
So there is something I can do. Okay, but just to be clear, I'll keep everything. Does that mean I'll also keep all my equipped stuff?
I don't think so. I think
so. I have to put everything in the box.
Yeah, that probably would be a good idea. Just put everything in the box, including the engagement ring, just in case.
Okay. I don't need to worry too much about items. Oh, I can't put the weapons I got from the girls in the...
Well, I think that's because you'll still have them. But just put literally everything you have into the box, like whatever you can put in, and then start a new game.
Hardcore. Oh hell.
Just go. Just keep up. Just stick with regular.
I'll just do what I did before.
Wait, really?
Yeah, literally, like, I was on masochistic difficulty the whole time.
Oh, I kind of forgot that.
I'm waiting for you, Sacred Sama. Oh, I didn't even change my name!
Yeah, see, I told you.
I have nothing more to tell you. That's because it's not your first time visiting here. I'd like to keep the protagonist's name as sacred. Yeah, actually, you know what?
Yes.
Well then, I have one final piece of personal advice for you. You will be able to meet all kinds of people and demons in this world, much as you did in the last. However, you cannot save them from their fated deaths. It doesn't matter how much you already know, nothing will change. Never forget that.
Don't read into that too much. It's you'll be fine. Trust me on that.
Yeah, I should probably have something on just in case something happens. Just in case something happens. I want to cover my ass.
Nothing's gonna happen. But yeah, keep picking up stuff wherever you can, and just do exactly everything the same as you've done.
Happen somewhere.
Okay, don't skip this part. I think there's gonna be a dialogue change.
Really?
What the heck? How did you?
I put them in the. I censored it by actually going to the files in the computer.
Did not know you could actually do it like that.
How did I mistake it for a dog back then? Wait, back then? Huh?
See, I told you.
Well, I actually know all about them. What? Alright, let's say the details for when you're in the comms room. Not particularly dangerous, but it'll be a pain if you're spotted.
No, it won't.
Understood. For the time being, I'll get into the communication room so it doesn't notice me. Sure. This is what I saw.
No, if anything.
Having this will be reassuring thing going on. Arms. Oh, handgun. Hi. Oh!
You're fine. You're fine.
Barguest, how have you been? You want to come with me this time, too? Thanks, Barguest. Just having you with me is reassuring. Aww.
See?
Pleased with Sacred's words, Barguest left wagging her tail in high spirits. Aww.
You didn't even have to fight.
Lights are on, his system been restored. What the heck? So, it's sort of like... Have you ever played the game Off?
Off? No.
Oh.
I never even heard of that.
Okay, so it's a very, very old game. Markiplier played it once upon a time. But it's an old RPG where you end up... The game flat out tells you that you take control of an entity known as the Batter, not that you are the Batter. And at some point in the game, one of the characters directly addresses you. Not the Batter, they address you. As if the Batter's their own person, you're just taking control of them. So it's kind of almost like a similar situation here, where the game addresses me, not the character.
The way you describe that just now reminds me an awful lot of Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker when you take control of statues or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's just gonna... Yeah, like I said, mostly everything's gonna play out the same with a few minor differences. But trust me, dude, you're literally gonna breeze right through this. Like literally, you'll have nothing to worry about.
Oh, wait, huh? What?
What is it? Oh, watch this.
Hey! I said hey! Stop that! What is... You're Hecate-sama's doggy, right? Why are you chasing me around so much? I only asked you where your master was. Did I annoy you that much? It's like, oh. There she goes.
She just runs.
What? Why are you following me? What is happening? It looks like they think she's just a bigger version of them. Oh yeah, that's right. Keep forgetting they're stupid. I didn't even get attacked there. What the heck? I think there'd be just one of them. They're attracted by the sound of the door unlocking.
Okay, slow down here.
What?
She looked familiar.
The one I talked to earlier, I guess?
Take a closer look.
Hey, check out her leg. Oh, it's the one I bandaged up! It's my Varguest!
Yep. she helped you this time around.
She helped us out. Come on. And here I thought you'd be in trouble here. Well, that's just like you. Well, you should be able to proceed. Let's move on to the residential area.
Okay, slow down here for a sec. See right there.
What?
He didn't turn around like that last time.
Oh, what's wrong, Sacred? Why are you staring at the back of the room? Aren't you gonna come out of there? Huh? Come out of what? No, it's nothing. What?
Yeah. Remember Lampus showed up behind you the first time, but that didn't happen this time.
Oh, yeah, that's true. The blue blazes?
Well, because she has no reason to.
Yuma? Paper.
Look, you'll have to see for yourself. Oh, here's another difference.
We're waiting for you, Sacred. Hi. Lampus. Were you surprised? You haven't run into a single Lampus. I told all the others to leave you alone, that I'd be the one to make a light with you. I guess it's kind of like declaring you're my boyfriend or something. You see, we Lampus are all about one-on-one time. Getting that contract is more important than anything. Well, that's how it's going to be from here on, okay? What? You let your guard down. I've been waiting for this moment, Sacred. Are you kidding me? Thing is,
relax.
Back in that other world, I thought about it lots and lots. About how I'd really catch you this time. We could become one. Hecate won't come and set me on fire. I always had some regrets about all that. Okay, Sacred, prepare yourself. I won't let you go this time. Yo, are you kidding me?
Relax.
Oh, I actually can't break out of this, can I? Just kidding. Did I spook you? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I actually get a little spooked. I get it. You come back to this world because there are still things you need to see, right? You can see me whenever you want in my room because I'll always be there waiting for you. Lampus.
Yeah, she kind of trolled you, but.
Uh-oh.
I gotta admit, it was with him. Oh boy.
No, get a room already.
I actually forgot about her for a split second.
Sama. Are you planning on betraying me here too? You really don't learn your lesson, do you? It was kind of interesting observing what you guys were doing instead of grinding humans into nutrients like you're supposed to, but I'm bored now. This time I'm gonna burn you so thoroughly you won't even leave any charcoal behind. Wait, why is she acting like she knows about...
She's a demon too.
Oh, yeah. What? Nothing happened. Huh? What?
That's strange. I thought grass types were weak to fire types.
What? Why won't you burn? You had me for a second. I thought I really might have been a goner. I'm glad I listened to Echotron and put on some of that mucus cream. Oh, the other item I got.
Yep.
Oh. Hey.
There's Echo.
It's great, right, Lampus-chan? It protects against sunburns, too. What is happening?
Oh
my god! Yep, I love it. I mean, I'm only weak to fire thanks to a certain shitty boss. And there she goes.
She got burned!
She turned bright red and left.
I guess she was the one that got burned this time.
Jesus. Oh.
I told you were gonna love this, didn't I?
Yeah. Die. Some way. That's sure no answer. Say that. So think you change your mind in my own special way. Not this time. You really do know, don't you? You know what happens next.
She was never really going to attack you anyway. I mean, she knew what was going to happen.
No need to be so guarded. Even I'm not foolish enough to try the same thing and expect different results.
Yes, if anything, she was just testing you.
Yeah. You've escaped this destiny once already and showed me where that world was heading. You clearly communicated your determination. I wonder what ending this next you will show me. I'm looking forward to it. Huh.
Well, she'll be in your room. Or my room.
Yeah. Iron Maiden leaves while giggling to herself. My determination?
Alright, just keep on moving.
All right.
And you know what was at this part?
Yeah, it's when she killed one of her bar guests and summoned MPs to attack me. And you made to play with that bar guest. Is that true? You're there. I'm glad. I don't need a mutt like you anymore. What? She's not there. Ta-da! Nina!
What is she doing here?
Hey, she's literally like one chapter early.
Yeah.
I hope you all of you watching from home enjoyed Barget's dramatic escape from the flames for her master's wrath. Whew, that was a close one. I could feel the murderous intent of that surprise attack from here. If I weren't so powerful, it would have been all over Red Rover. So, Barges-chan, would you mind giving us your thoughts on making out of there alive? Even after all this time, she's still an idol through and through. Even just a brief comment on the workplace harassment you've been subjected to with this outrageous surprise attack. According to my liberal translation, she said, "What a shitty boss." Looks like Hecate-chan's living up to her usual unpleasant reputation.
Deuce! Deuce!
Well, that's it for today, everyone. I'll see you again next time. This has been your host, the Demon Realm Super Idol, Nina-chan. Oh, I love this game.
I'm enjoying this too.
What just happened? Yes, please explain to me.
This never gets old.
Don't ask me. Uh-huh.
And I know.
Well, either way, you won't be passing through here. That fact hasn't changed. Since I'd wipe the floor with you in a second, if you tried to face me, I have the perfect monster in mind to take you on.
Later, bitch.
She will, Hold on tight, Sacred. Be careful not to fall off. I didn't even press anything. I didn't even press any.
It's automatic.
Oh, my head hurts from swallowing too much. Yeah, I'm okay, MPs. You've gotten pretty good at giving me rides, huh? Actually, I've been secretly practicing. My back and chest are sacred special seats. Be careful on the surface. I'll pray for your safety. Thanks, MPs. I'll see you in my room. Well, I was so dumbfounded I let him go. Oi, MPs! I'll remember this, you bitch. What, we turn a bit of Scottish now? Oi, MPs! I'll remember this, you bitch! No, it's not even Scottish, like turning like New York. I'm gonna put you in a form so horrendous you'll never be able to show your face in front of anyone ever again. And then I'll parade you around all the demon realm for good measure. Hecate-sama, you told me to scram. So that's what I'll do. Goodbye, Hecate-sama. Oh. I didn't even see it. Bruh. What the hell's going on with these idiots? Have I turned into some joke character? I'm supposed to be a queen. Yeah, not in this lifetime, lady.
Three strikes. She is out.
Even playing a little like joke theme in the background.
She was actually reduced to a joke character.
What? What is this? Oh, Camazotz is here.
Yep.
This okay, Mama? Put water on grave? What? Thank you, Camazotz-chan. You're not watering a flower, so you only need just enough to wash off all the sand and grit. Be sure to wash gently. Okay? This grave, so I'll be careful. These humans die alone? That why Mama buried them? Mama took care of some of them. But yes, many of these children died alone, without anyone to find them. That's the kind of state this town is in. As unfortunate as it is, this is all I can do. But if we spend even a little time grieving for them like this, at the very least, they won't be alone anymore. I'm sure everyone must be happy that you've been looking after them so much. I get it. They're together with me now, so not alone anymore. Me and Mama not alone either. We together with Sacred. That's right. You and I both have a little boy. Well, that's everything. Let's head back to our rooms. Aww.
Yep, you just witnessed. That was a whole
precious.
That was wholesome. That's what it was.
Oh, they're in the store.
Yeah, they're in the store this time.
Well, Sacred-kun, long time no see. Are you surprised to see us inside the convenience store? Yes, I am. We're not shoplifting or anything, so we can come and go here all we like. We got my room to go back to, so we don't have to worry about having somewhere to go home to. Though we're still pretty strapped for cash, so we're just hanging out here instead of buying anything.
So they're just browsing?
The thing is, there's something I kind of want. Think you could buy it for me later? I'm sure to properly thank you like I always do, okay? Well, I don't know what the frick...
Don't worry. Don't worry about that.
The princess died. Hey, come on. Is that really something to bawl your eyes out over? It's just a manga. But she was just about to find happiness. Human royalty from the old days weren't just more refined, they had these kinds of problems as well. No, that's... I'm not sure that's actually a true story. That said, the prince in the story is pretty thick-headed, so it feels like the story ended the way it was supposed to. If they fucked the first night they met, it probably would have turned out different.
So the prince of the manga was just your generic dense anime pro tag.
Sounds like it. Don't be like that. Where's your sense of romance, Liz-chan? But human manga sure are fun to read. I think I'll buy one to take home. We read dozens of magazines and not bought a single one. So you've come, Sacred. You kept me waiting. Mukuro.
Wait. Yeah, there's some differences here too.
Normally, this is where I'm supposed to challenge you to a battle. But perhaps because of the influence from your previous visit, I seem to have inherited something, just like the other demons. I have memories I shouldn't have. Memories of you telling me about my brother. Memories of my room. Also, this battle was all part of someone's plan. Show yourself, you can't trick me in this world. What's this? How did you know, Oni-chan? Maybe Oni-chan also saw it. Her future with Oni-chan. What a bother. Shall we break her into pieces then? That's right. You're still part of us, One-chan. Or have you forgotten? We'll bring you into us just like last time. I'm not so sure about that. I don't want you to think you can do whatever you want, just like what happened in my village. The fate linking me to you has already been severed, thanks to her. Oh! Hi! How do you do, Abaddon? Or rather, it's the twins now, isn't it? Your body is rather cute this time, but your behavior hasn't changed. Well, it's the White Witch. Why are you in such a place? Well, it's Lucy. Did you also get a new body? Something like that. I'd also gotten bored of my old form. I've made a contract with that male over there. Naturally, Mukuro and I are connected through him, and now that she knows you're the cause of all this, you know what happens next. She's no longer your doll. Now hurry up and return to the Abyss, Abaddon. So then that's their real name then.
Yep. Also, I'm pretty certain it's pronounced Abaddon.
I've been pronouncing it the way that they pronounced it in on Darksiders. Like in Persona, it's like you say, it's Abaddon. In Darksiders, they pronounce it Abaddon.
Yeah.
So I'm just using the one I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
Oh man. Looks like we're outmatched. Perhaps we should listen and leave them be. That's right. We wouldn't lose, but wouldn't come out of the battle unscathed either. But remember this. We make a point of playing with our toys until they break.
Speak for yourselves!
I'm sorry, Lucy. I put you through a lot of trouble. I don't mind. In any case, Abaddon was an individual of concern during my lifetime. Individual of concern. Because of my physical makeup, I didn't eat humans very often. Thanks to that, I became acquainted with a faction within demonkind that favors amicable relations with humanity. Members of this pro-humanity faction would frequently come visit me, often bringing all sorts of information with them. They designate certain high-level demons as individuals of concern, particularly ones who had a habit of regularly getting themselves involved with humans and had to be fought off. And let me guess, Hecate and those twins from before happen to be top of the list. Those twins, Abaddon, are quite troublesome. She can alter the timeline as much as she likes and completely isolate worlds where she's killed. The ability to nullify the reality of her defeats and operate freely in another world makes her quite the special demon, and her evil deeds can spiral out of control. So in other words, she cannot be defeated. Sacred Sama, Abaddon appears to be very interested in both you and interventions. Please be very careful going forward.
Foreshadowing.
I see. Hecate has a grudge against me, and now this. Oy.
Well, duh, you humiliated her 3 times in a row.
That was still funny.
Who wouldn't have a grudge against you after that?
Okay.
You see, yet another easy chapter. Okay, so after this is alright, Nina. But we already ran into her.
Dude, you're right about that.
You can get Hell's Indulgence if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it. Well, if you still feel like you think you need it.
I am of the mind that I may. Better safe than sorry.
Alright then. Yeah, I suppose you're right.
The helicopter. It's gonna be a place high somewhere. Engine trouble.
And here we have another difference.
Wait. Engine trouble. The whole thing's on fire. What's causing it? What the hell's happening all of a sudden? Everything was fine back at the base. Nina didn't attack it.
Yeah, Nina shot it down last time, but not this time. It just caught on fire on its own.
Helicopter crashed in the back of the park. Well, then I have one final piece of personal advice for you. Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, this is what she meant. In the world of this game, those fated to die are always going to die.
There's nothing I can do. Even if Nina doesn't shoot him down, his fate will always play out the same way. Even if Titanoboa doesn't catch him, the crash will probably kill him.
So once a person dies, the mark of death is on them permanently. No matter in what world, that person wastes mechanics and stuff. Just so you can just keep on going. Trust me on this.
I can't just go.
Yes, you can just keep on going like you have been.
Oh!
See?
Sacred, we got to meet again. Echo.
There's Echo-chan.
I activated all the waterways and set all the ladders so you can go through. You're in a hurry, right? This is the best I can do. I'm sorry for scaring you that time before.
See, she literally did everything for you.
Oh! Come visit me in my room if you ever want some healing. If you're okay with me, you can do whatever you like. Catch you later, Sacred. Oh yeah, that's right, because she can go up on land too, so yeah, she could have done that on her own.
Oh boy.
Sphinx-chan.
Where?
Hey! Sacred, time for us to get busy. What?
She wants to play.
She's not trying to show off how smart she is anymore. Hey, I learned a new riddle, so let's play. Come on, Sacred-kun, let's play already. Sphinx, you keep switching between using Kun and just using my name. I guess that means you feel pretty comfortable around me now. Well, that's because even though you're way younger than me, you're my friend, or lover, or something. And rather than special, it's like you're a special case. God, my left eye is like stinging so bad, it's like so red. And special, it's like you're a special case. I mean, honestly, it feels like I should use Kun, but what are you making me say? That's so embarrassing. Now, come on, let's forget about that and play. This time I'm gonna win for sure, and I'll turn you into a super idiot and give you lots and lots of love. Are you serious? You wanna have a match? Oh, looks like you kids are having fun. Please let mommy play too. What? I thought she already went back.
What is she doing here?
Back. What are you doing here? Those are some massive boobs.
Sphinx, have you looked yourself in the mirror?
Yeah, but I think Mother Rabbit is actually a lot larger. Mostly just because, like, her actual size. I think I give lots of milk to my little boys.
Yes.
Close to my chest anytime they like.
Uh...
Oh, come on. I have tons of people who like boobs in my size, though I've never counted how many exactly. They're certainly big, but I think only mommy's breast can make my little boy feel truly at ease. Are we seriously having a battle of the bulges right now?
Yeah, by the looks of it, yeah.
No way that's true. Sacred desperately clings to my boobs like a baby.
Oh my god.
Please stop having this.
They're literally doing this.
Doing this right now? Come on, y'all. It's really embarrassing.
It is.
Okay.
I can't help but feel a little jealous, though.
Not count me out. Okay, I got an idea. You want to join in with us, right? We'll have a riddle match to decide whose tits are better. And let me tell you, this next riddle is super hard. It's so hard I couldn't sleep for 3 whole days trying to figure it out. Not that I need any sleep because I'm a demon. Sounds interesting. Let's go, little boy. What? What is happening? They're seriously doing this right now.
Oh my god!
Did she lose? What is happening? At least have the riddle match. Anyway, I didn't even do anything. Anyway, are you sure this is okay? Rather rabbit's milk turned you into a rabbit. It's okay.
I think this happened. I think this literally happened a second later.
It's okay because demons don't have their own souls. They can drink as much as they want without transforming into a rabbit. Looks so nice, tastes so gentle. This is seriously happening right now. Oh my god.
The sheer amount of ridiculousness.
Oh god. Thank you so much. Harris-sama's so mean to me, mommy. I've been so faithful to her, but she just threw me away like trash. And Hecate-sama being Hecate-sama, she just up and left me here. I was so lonely playing here by myself. So like you've had it rough, little boy, but mommy's here now, so you aren't lonely anymore, right? And don't show you wanted to, you had enough. Oh my god.
This is so ridiculous.
Mother Rabbit left with Sphinx cradled in her arms, sucking on her thumb.
Oh my god, that's a heck of a sight to see.
Oh my god.
You're just standing there wondering what just happened.
I have to wonder what just happened. I'm completely dumbfounded.
It just leads you to Arachne's... Oh.
What's happening? Tatenabo is stuffing her cheeks with some rice ball-like thing Arachne gave her. How do you like my special dongos? They're made of prey, specially suited to your palate. They're pretty good, right? Not bad. But they're not quite to my liking. The prey you used is too heavily marinated in fear. Because we snake demons sometimes use our snake bodies to threaten prey, we're very sensitive to the taste of fear when milking and eating them, so we're careful to corrupt them with pleasure first. But you're like the opposite. It's almost like fear is an added spice for you. And here I thought you were nothing more than a glutton, but you actually have quite the refined palate. I find you increasingly fascinating. But it's strange. I thought for sure you'd eat with your snake mouth. I thought Lamia's only had one digestive system. Like you, I used to be human. It's just a habit, I suppose. But his mouth is too small for my appetite. My lower mouth is best for swallowing prey whole. We really are similar.
That's still TMI.
Yeah, it's still too TMI. I too enjoy swallowing prey whole. Yeah. I love the feeling of prey. Yup. You should come.
Okay.
Jesus.
That is way too much information.
For what purpose? You didn't seriously plan on giving me these dongos in the hopes of getting closer to me, did you? It's as if us both swallowing prey whole makes us into buddies. Why me specifically? There's no particular purpose behind it, and there's nothing I really want you to do. But if you want to talk about things we have in common, you can say we're both victims. I've heard all about it. You got yourself tangled up with that shitty goddess's family and had your life turned upside down. Coincidentally, that same family is why I have this current appearance. I'm now forced to live the life of a demon subsisting on humans. So let's make an effort to get along as fellow outcast monsters.
Okay. This is gonna be the last part of the new stuff.
Sacred. What is it, Yuma? You're worried you won't have to hear this. This very much concerns you, so I think you ought to know. I've already become a retainer. You're telling me that now? Going through this farce.
There's Dodgy.
Going through this farce again would simply be boorish, would it not? I'm already in my room. If you wish to see me, then you can meet me there. There's no benefit for me to inviting you here. If you simply wanted to, if you simply wanted to enjoy the changes from the last time, then this is the end. Hurry up and finish with this final task. Or maybe you're here for something different. Have you come to redo that sad ending? We'll just have to follow along with that. I can't wait to see how things will be better this time around.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Reina, I'll definitely save you this time.
Alright, who's it gonna be?
Surprisingly, a few of you might actually be almost a little surprised as to who it's gonna be.
Alright, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be, man? Come on, tell us. Who's it gonna be? Oh god, you're not sis.
Yes, I am.
You're actually choosing Titana Boa! Holy crap!
Yeah. Are you sexually frustrated or something? Are you trying to surprise me, a demon with a horrible personality, with your human once-in-a-lifetime marriage proposal? Oh, I get it. You're craving the touch of a snake demon, aren't you? There are things we can do that no ordinary human can. I'll introduce you to some Lamia if you want. They all hate me, but if I tell them I want to introduce a human, I'm sure I'll get quite a favorable response. No, you're the one I want to Tenable. All that stuff about being a snake and having a bad personality, I just wanted to hear your answer. It's nothing as simple as sexual frustration. You didn't deny the part about my bad personality. This really doesn't appear to be a joke. But you know, don't you? I'm MOW's former biological weapon, Titanoboa. If I ever manage to materialize again in the real world, there's no guarantee I won't start devouring humans and demons. Can you really bear that kind of risk? This engagement ring and the vows it represents bear much the same weight to demons as they do to humans. Have you prepared yourself for that? It's not too late to reconsider. Yeah, scare tactics don't work on me.
After everything he's been through, how could it?
You have a look about you like you won't take even a step back from this. You're the kind of mouse I have a hard time dealing with. How strange. I'm normally the one chasing mice, not being chased by the mice. It's a creepy feeling. Fine, you win. I suppose I'll be your partner, Sacred. But don't ever forget, a human bound to a demon can never lead a peaceful life. Given the engagement ring, you're now engaged to Titanoboa.
Okay, so I'm
Oh!
Why was she your choice?
Honestly, among all the demons are basically in bad spots, but personally from my perspective, Titanoboa had the worst of it in the fact that she was just a regular old demon, and I believe it was Hera, Sphinx's master, that ended up giving her a hard time when the whole thing went down, and she was forced to kill her own children. She ended up being tormented by the screams of them, so much so that she had to gouge her own eye out just to try to make the pain help her drown it out, and it didn't even work. Honestly, yeah, she needs some loving.
Yeah, I remember all that. Oh, and you should probably pick up the linear cannon.
If I can even pick it up. Yeah, only in emergency situations. I gotta be able to say. I think it like plays out the same way Undertale does. That in order for me to be able to get the true ending, I have to what? To my eyes, it looks like he has plenty. What? It's time for us to use the companion that I entrusted you with, Sacred. Trusted you and Sacred with. Even if Sacred doesn't have the magic to summon it himself, as long as you are together with him, there is a way. The words of those girls weren't just empty talk. They'll surely always be together with you two. Now then, together with me, call out to them. This will be your final intervention. What? Everyone, I want you to lend me your strength to help me reach out to someone precious to me. Everyone's here! What? Let's go, everyone.
This is it.
What? I'm fighting again! Put your faith in them and move forward. Shaken by my spirit. What? Don't worry, Mommy will protect you from magic. Keep moving forward until you can reach her. It's okay, you can do it. You're Mommy's pride and joy after all. What? Saiga's here. What? It's one thing to go after his life, but of all things you could have said, you went with wanting to be one with him. Know your place. He deserves better than some fallen angel whose only power is to destroy the world. What? Haru and Liz. Yo! What a mess. Why do I have to get involved in this? You say that, but you're still helping us out. This is such a nice girl, right, Sacred? Well, Haru's been looking out for you this whole time. If this is all I need to do, I don't really mind. I'll put an end to this pain in the ass in a flash. You want to compare your power with mine? Don't underestimate MOW's most evil and violent snake. Oh my god!
You see this, people? You see this right now?
Oh. The moment Samael was about to unleash her ability, countless strands of hair wrapped around and entangled her arm. Sorry, but I've gotten sick and tired of you using that ability. Ebony, lady, don't be shy. Do one of your super flashy moves. This is Sacred Kun's once-in-a-lifetime huge stage. Let's bring it to a climax. Everybody's helping.
This is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. The arm Samael was using to raise the cross has been restrained by countless vines wrapped around it. To think that they would come here where I'd have to use my vines for hard labor instead of milking. They won't hold it for long, Sacred. If you're gonna do something, you'd better make it quick. Vargas. Just this once. What? Oh!
They're really giving it their all.
Reina.
Oh!
Reina's upper half has appeared at the spot where Vargas and MQ's slice up Samael. Samael tried to flee towards the ocean, but her body was tangled up in a sticky thread. My goodness, did you really think you'd be able to escape after all this? I'm here helping you, so you'd better not mess this up. Make a decision, Sacred. Sacred, get on my back. Is that okay, Sphinx? You're not the best flyer, if I recall. It'll be fine at this distance. Probably.
Probably!
Sphinx, hold still. Ooh, now I'll really be able to book it. By using this form's magic, the effect of gravity will be lessened. Good luck, Sacred. You can do it. I believe in you. Alright, Sacred, let's do this thing.
And she's really not making it easy
No,
for you.
she's not. We've got some turbulence. Can we get any closer, Sphinx? Just a little more. There's no way, not with these winds. Even if I get through somehow, you'll end up falling off. Amazon. Go, Sacred, her wind gone now. Nice one, Kamazatsu-chan. This will be a piece of cake now. You ready, Sacred?
Come on, man, you're almost there. Almost there.
Sacred. Reina, I'll definitely come save you.
You know, I believe this calls for a certain phrase.
Grab her. It's time to end her shrift.
I believe this is a case of friendship is magic.
Oh, the title screen! The title screen! It looks similar to the title screen. Reina, are you okay?
I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, I noticed. Good grief. That was too reckless. Sacred.
Anyway.
Oh, wait. That's...
Yeah, she ain't done yet.
Yeah, without a harness for the power, it's gonna go out of control on its own. Samael's magic has lost the locus of its power. That is my runaway angelic magic. That thing doesn't have the power to destroy the world anymore, but it's still too dangerous to leave alone. Sacred, use this! The linear cannon! Yuma. It's the one that installed at this station and it's just finished charging. Now go and blow a massive hole in that evil son of a bitch.
Dang, he thought ahead.
Yeah, he did! Reina, let's kick its ass together. Yeah, let's do it. Nice.
I'll try it your way for once. Remember what we used to say? Jackpot.
Damn!
Dang, and you were gonna use that on dodging?
Apparently! Oh my god!
That would have actually killed her!
Yeah, it would have! It's over.
Like that.
We did it, Sacred-kun. I don't know how, but we beat it. Everyone. He almost had no magic.
It's finally over.
Yeah, he almost had almost no magic left in him after transferring it all to Reina. So how on earth did he manage to summon so many demons? That black fox. Was this her goal all along? The things that the intervener shared with Sacred. Bonds, corruption, and that compendium. Additionally, all the connections that he made with those demons. So it wasn't just Sacred who was getting more power from bonding with them. I see. Intervener. I don't really get it. So Sacred was borrowing his magic power from someone who was with him all along from the start. All the way from the start. Sacred, the sun's coming up.
I'm gonna ask this again. Are you glad now that you didn't go on a shooting spree?
I am very, very happy. Oh my goodness. And so the curtain closed on this chapter of my escape with the help I received from my unseen friend. I'm actually getting a little cold back here. Oh, is this?
Oh, got a little epilogue.
Okay.
I've got a little epilogue here.
Okay, I'll get it. What? Is she handling all my calls now? Hello, this is the devil's office.
You know,
Sorry, but you'll have to take that up with the manager. Bye now. Oh, come on. Don't just launch straight into the conversation. You've got to use the password.
Yeah, somehow they're back in the real world again.
That's probably the army top brass. People might have been spreading my number around. And by the way, Nina, Yuma's not your manager. There's been a lot of people calling lately without using the secret password. I wonder how this number got out. I think it's...
I don't know, maybe...
I think it's the result of Sacred Sama's activities generating quite the buzz. No matter how...
Well, you know how third-party companies are.
True. No matter how much you try to keep it a secret, results speak for themselves. Rumors will doubtless spread, and when there's someone with that level of ability around. Lucy. Yep. I honestly think you're incredible, Sacred. You've absolutely gotten way stronger compared to when we fought. Is that so? I should have gotten weaker when I lost my magic. I really don't get what happened. Your body likely remembers how to fight demons, both physically and mentally. But don't push yourself past your limits, Sacred Sama. Please call us the moment you feel you're in over your head with a job. What? A job? It's my turn this time, right? My body's getting sluggish from being cooped up in here. Let me give you a hand.
Just burst right through the frickin' door.
It wasn't a job, and no one called you.
You know what's weird? All three of them are supposed to be dead, yet they're back in one piece. Even I can't figure out how that's possible.
But it's probably because, like, they're bound with me, so, like, whatever magic is still left with me is what's sustaining them.
Yeah, I guess.
It's been half a year. I'm now running an office situated in a quiet area away from the town that deals with jobs relating to demons. Most of the girls went back to the demon realm, but the ones who were performing biological weapons didn't have a place to go, so they moved into the office to help me. The jobs we get are basically anything to do with demons, from suppression, negotiations, and site investigations, to stakeouts, tailing, and other private investigator-like things. And if I accepted everything that came my way, I'd be completely swamped, so I don't advertise, and I only accept requests from people who know Yuma's passphrase. As much as I want to help people in need, that's not the reason why I started this office. Oh, is Sacred here? Yuma? Oh, how rare to have you come visit us personally. It's a little urgent. I've gotten some info about a certain murder case that's been circulated by the police. I'd like you to come with me, Sacred. I've only had photos to go off so far, but I'm pretty sure they are involved. That's right. If you go down the rabbit hole of demon-related cases, you'll eventually find MOW. With the spread of military-style anti-demon weapons, humanity's fortunes in the war have been ebbing and flowing, but this war is never going to end unless something changes. What were you trying to say?
I was gonna say that, yeah, despite everything, okay, look, I don't know why I say MOW, but I always say MAU, because it's just easier. But yeah, those guys are still at large.
It's because we don't know what the MOW even stands for.
Yes, same.
With MOW continuing to utilize demons behind the scenes, this war has no hope of ending until they're dealt with once and for all. I went a bit ahead to have a look, but it's pitch black. It's obviously not a demon acting on its own volition. And judging from the traces of magic power left behind, the criminal's likely not too far from the scene. I'm heading out for a while, Nina. Look after the place while I'm gone, okay? Okay, see you later, Sacred. Wait! I'll go with you! Lamia, we need to continue our special training. This time, I want you to try maintaining human feet for 10 minutes straight. What? Stop messing around! That's twice as long as last time! I'm not messing around. Do you really intend to go outside with that huge body of yours? People would start talking, and you cause all sorts of problems. Damn it. Ugh, two scary snakes are going at it. Well, see you later. Good luck with your special training.
Go Lucy a snake!
Reina, this has something to do with MOW, right? I'm going too. I won't let them do whatever they want. Please let me help. Reina, they're strongly involved in this case. It might be more dangerous than usual. What's this? Are you worried about me, Yuma? Didn't I prove myself on that last case? I'm strong despite my appearance. That's good to know. Well then, let's end this before the sun goes down. If you help us resolve the case, I'll treat you both to dinner in the city. It's been a while, right? It's decided. Shall we get this finished before dinner then? Oh, are we talking about food? Maybe I'll help out too. Hey, I never said I treat you as well. Demons don't even need to eat. Don't be like that. Besides, if we're talking about not needing to eat, the same goes for you. Eating delicious food is worthwhile in and of itself. Man, what am I gonna do with you? Okay, let's go, everyone. The story of me and my benefactor is over. Oh, I can't press anything. But my own story has only just begun. SHRIFT, True Mercy, and let's go!
You did it, man! You freaking did it!
Oh god. Oh, it's all in Japanese. I can't read anything.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I guess the translators didn't bother with that.
Oh, but honestly, I'm happy. I'm very happy. And man, it's been one hell of a ride. We've been at this for like 2 hours.
So what? Yeah, seriously, what did we tell you, man? What did me and my pals tell you?
All right.
We knew.
I get it.
Did you? Were we right or were we right?
Yes, you were very much right. As much of a struggle as it was to get through all of that, I'm very happy that I did.
Was it? Yes, and I did. We did tell you it was worth playing, and
it was very much worth it. But honestly, like I'm thankful that you stuck around with me for the finale, and I'm thankful that you stuck around and that you introduced me to the game in the first place. Thank you.
You're very welcome, man. And yeah, and since you did this, I might as well do my own Let's Play of it. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna have the authenticity of first impressions, but hey, at least at the very least, I'll be able to show these people how I go about it.
Well,
every Let's Player is different, after all.
Well, truth be told, because I don't intend on doing like the other route, why don't you try going to the other end yourself?
What other end?
You know what I'm talking about. If this is based on like Undertale, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Crud. I'd rather not.
Well, I have no intention of doing it myself, and I don't think there's any playthroughs of that route up.
About that.
What?
So yeah, that Let's Player you just mentioned earlier that we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Monster Girl Lover.
Yeah.
He actually just yesterday he actually started doing the Let's Play of the genocide route in this game.
Did he?
He did. Yes, he just started on it.
Ah.
So yeah, they're actually the Let's Play of the genocide route. So.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow, Tatana boy, you're already able to maintain human lengths for this long. Who do you think I am? Such simple magic is child's play for me. As much as I thought imitating humans would be a hassle, being cooped up in that room all day, every day, meant I never had a chance to make use of my power. I heard from Lucy that being materialized here in the human realm means you're not able to move via the demon realm. So even while your MOW's biological weapon, you had to track your prey on foot.
Now she is on foot.
Literally. Though that slit dress you're wearing goes up pretty high, you look like you're about to head to some fancy party or something. I can't help it. I can't make changes beyond my lower body, so it's the only thing that matches the clothes on my upper half. Also, I'd rather wear something that's easy to move in when it's my turn to go out with you. I don't want to be slowed down and end up facing some kind of surprise attack. That makes sense. I suppose you got a point there. Though we're only going shopping in town, you don't need to be so guarded here. Uh-oh. She stopped. What's wrong, Tatena-boa?
Oh, don't tell me.
Are we about to be attacked? Don't tell me. There's an enemy here in town? That's not it. The transformation. Oh, it's about to wear off?
Yep, that's so.
Don't tell me that your transformation's wearing off here in the town? Wait. You'll cause a huge ruckus if you turn back into a snake here. Try to hold on until we get back home. Let's hurry. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Was that even 10 minutes?
That is some relationship.
So, you carried her all the way back home instead of getting the rice I asked you for. I'm sorry, Lucy. It's a small miracle you managed to get back in the nick of time, but you need to take Lucy's instructions more seriously, Tennochi.
What the?
I was able to maintain the transformation going for an hour yesterday. I thought I would be fine while we were out. Yes, I suppose. If you can call those spindly rods coming out from under your crotched legs.
Okay, I can only imagine what she means by that.
According to Lucy, Titanoboa's magic is powerful, but her rough personality prevents her from using it with much finesse. I'm guessing like she had some really skinny legs. In fact, outside of fighting and milking, she's actually pretty clumsy. Since everything she tries to do ends up in disaster, she mostly stays in her room on the second floor. Nevertheless, she's taking her special training from Lucy seriously, and despite her grumbling, she gets along well with Nina. She really is starting to change from the days when she was all alone. Aww.
Oh right, I almost forgot about this.
Uh-oh. She's coiled. Good grief, all of you are making a fuss just because I'm having a little trouble with transformation magic. Oh. Especially when there's someone who's addicted to my body just the way it is, right, Sacred? God damn it. She's crushing me. Don't worry, I won't vent my anger out on you. I just felt like squeezing you a little more than usual today. That's the same thing. Jesus. You're quite the noisy mouse. For all your complaining, you actually like being squeezed like this, don't you? Just be a good boy and keep panting for me.
I guess this is basically sex night for them.
I guess so. And I guess I am having a little fun living together with you. I admit it. I just thought I'd say that because lately you've had this creepy or maybe annoying look in your eyes when you look at me. Lucy's special training and spending time with Nina isn't so bad. I feel more fulfilled than when I was alone. I won't complain if I get to go wild as much as I want. I'm working hard in my own way on that special training. Titanoboa. Fuck! Feels good getting that off my chest, but it's a different story when it comes to having intercourse with my husband. The snake mating process is a long one. I hope you've prepared yourself. Yeah, considering what we've learned in regards to Luca and Alice's relationship, I think we know how long this is gonna go.
Well, she's not technically the same snake as Alice is, so it's possible this is just a... Well, normally snake mating only lasts for a night.
It's true she has a lot of unfortunate aspects to her, but I truly feel happy being able to live with her. I don't know when it'll happen, but I'm longing for the day that she and I can fight side by side. The day we can openly walk side by side in town. That is, if my body can hold out. I see. So the Messiah Project failed.
So you don't regret your decision?
I do not. We're currently negotiating with the government using the upper echelons of the military as an intermediary. We're in the process of providing some of our technology to them. Humanity should be able to get the upper hand in the war with that technology. I expect it will buy us some time. Yes, it would be a problem if humanity lost the war before we had an opportunity to implement a replacement plan. Humanity today needs a leader, a savior who can bring together people from all countries and races. This world will only have meaning once the savior destroys the necessary evil that is demonkind and gains fame around the world. By the way, how is Reina-kun doing now? She seems to have become quite active even after having her magic run out of control. What are you getting at? At best, I could only conjecture what a deserter from the organization might be doing. Playing dumb even now, your plan has already been fully exposed. You tried to create a savior not to save the world, but to destroy it. How unfortunate. You really have given up on humanity's potential, all because of your brother's accident. I was thinking about giving up my position to you someday, but I can't entrust this organization to someone who may be plotting the downfall of humanity. Whoop! Excuse me?
Those gargoyles?
I don't know. Those are the demons that were summoned because of Samael. I apologize for my ineptitude in my reports. Please reconsider what you're about to do. Everything I did was in service of this organization and the world. I would never betray you. Have you forgotten what kind of organization this is? Disloyalty is death. Is that so? My apologies, Lord Archbishop. What? You're sacred. No, it must be that. Huh? You. What blasphemous thing did you do to your own brother? Wait, excuse me?
Wait, what?
Blasphemous? This is perfectly rational. For the sake of my plan, I simply eliminated all necessary waste to arrive at the most optimal solution. I was simply following your example, Lord Archbishop. What are you two doing? Stop it. Don't you understand? I'm your summoner. It's futile. They're prioritizing his orders over yours now. It's the same principle behind SacredGuard unconsciously charming the demons around him. No, it may be even more than that. Excuse me! Oh, God. Oh, damn.
Oh, man, jeez, that must not have been pretty.
What a horrible accident he had. To think someone could be eaten by their own summoned demons like that. Rest assured, Lord Archbishop, I will take over this organization. I knew this bitch was gonna betray him! I knew it! I called it! But what?
You know, that scene reminded me an awful lot of that reminded me an awful lot of that one scene in Shazam.
Oh, jeez. I really do need to give my most sincere thanks to SacredGuard. There's more ways to deal with demons than using force or establishing master-servant relationships via summoning. That senile old fool was too narrow-minded. What's really needed is charisma and leadership, just like humans. Indeed, demons don't have to be treated as if they're a necessary evil at all. Let's go, Noah. I'll optimize all the data from the Messiah project and create the true Messiah. This will be the start of the ARC project, and you will be at the center of it. I look forward to having you meet Sacred. He's who you were based on, after all. So... Sacred. What the fuck?
What just happened?
So my story begins. Wait, so she turned her brother or wait, hang on. Oh, I'm so confused. So either she turned her brother into a replica of me to be able to get demons under her control, or I'm actually her brother. Oh, I'm so confused.
Yeah, all questions I'm afraid aren't going to be answered anytime
What's this?
soon.
You received an email. Check the game folder.
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Alright, you won't be able to see it this time. Okay. Let's be worse.
Yeah, probably.
Well, first off, I suppose I should congratulate you. Maybe something like, congrats on finishing the game. That's right, I know what kind of device you've been using to carry out your interventions. That's because this isn't the first world that this has happened in. There was another world that received a similar intervention like this before, and it seems like it's always been someone from your world who's chosen to intervene. Don't worry, I'll keep it a secret from him. But I didn't send this message just to congratulate you. I also wanted to tell you why you became the intervener. To begin with, the fact you were storing magic while playing in order to reach that ending had to be kept under wraps. So that's why your world, the world farthest from the demon realm, was chosen. A world where the very notion of magic is nothing but fantasy. But even though you were building up magic, it was stored in that device you're using. So it won't affect your soul or anything like that. Having your soul sucked out just by playing a game would be some kind of cruel joke. Most importantly, about the genre of that device of yours. Why did you boot up that device? Naturally, everyone has their own reasons, but maybe it's because you enjoy this kind of thing. You're just a normal human, not God. You, the intervener, needed the aptitude to connect with him so you could manage to reach the ending. Someone who would actually enjoy being hugged by a female demon, even perhaps a full-on masochist with a monster girl fetish. Alright, now you're just calling me out. Now you're just calling me out, game. God damn.
I think this game pretty much calls everyone who plays it out.
Yeah, well, that's particularly calling me out. Someone who's open to non-human demons making an appearance. Okay, not really. And above all, someone who can withstand the high difficulty, who could pick themselves back up no matter how many times it takes. If it were just a game, you could weaken the enemies and strengthen your characters, but that's not how it works with the device. All you can do is make some minor adjustments, and that's about it. What you did change, however, was what's normally called Death's Fate. It's not something just any old fool can do. In order to identify those with your aptitude, a prototype of the intervention device was distributed called the trial version. That was quite some time ago. Do you remember what it contained? Do you remember where and how you intervened in that world? It was still an experimental device, so I imagine it was quite fragmented. I hope they picked the right language for it. There's so many languages in the world these days. I'm already out of time? Okay, one last thing. This is easy to get confused, but the one who made this device and the one who made this game are likely not the same person. The latter would have only thought they were making a niche porn game. We don't know who it was that put the device in there, but assuming they didn't just do it for a laugh, they probably reside in your world. Those guys at Hell's Gate only cooperated with them. Whoever it was, they wanted to change their own world by getting you to do something. But if his journey has safely concluded, that might be a result of them laying the groundwork. Now then, putting all that aside, you've done some good work. You've successfully completed the game. Don't worry about reading too much into all this, just bask in your success. If we ever meet again, I hope we'll be best friends. That's a promise. Nice! Oh!
I guess that's one way to make a send-off.
Very much so. My goodness. Fate's Origin. EX2 train. Wait, are these the EX chapters?
Yeah, but at this point I think but at this moment
Hyaki.
Oh no, come on.
Hey, doing well, Sacred? Hyaki, what are you doing here? Why are you so shocked to see me? When you think about it, aren't I the demon you've been the most involved with this whole time? That is very much true. And I also saved your butt with that Arachne and Titanoboa situation. Is it really so strange I'd come here? I guess that makes sense. Or maybe, do you think I've only ever seen you as nothing more than my business partner? If that's the case, you've given me far too much credit, poor Cutlet. And besides, back in that alley behind the convenience store when you asked me to give you some relief, that... Shut up!
Oh my god.
That was...
I mean, you didn't have a choice.
True, but it was before I managed to max out Lucy. Well, there's also a bunch of stuff around your escape that never got explained, so I thought I'd tell you as much as I know about. See, having me around is gonna work out pretty well for you, so I'll just be right here. Oh,
well,
you know what? I'll just tell.
Well, congratulations, you got your wife. Congratulations, you got your real main waifu in here.
Oh, but if I'm gonna be honest, like I'll probably just like do all that in my spare time. I'll like check if these are the EX chapters, then I'll wait to do that in another video, especially this Fate's Origin thing. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop now.
Yeah.
We've been at this for too long. I've got to get ready for
Thanksgiving
tomorrow.
Yeah, way too long. I was not expecting to go at this as long as I have.
Neither did I, but I've got to get ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow. So do you, and whoever's ended up watching this. If this video comes out tomorrow or otherwise, hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving or had a happy Thanksgiving if you're watching this after. And oh man, that was quite a ride.
Yeah, it really was.
Oh, goodness. Oh, but I'm just happy it's over and done with, but we're going to end up seeing more later on. See you guys then.
Yep.